Hello, welcome back to Space Engineers. In today's video, we're looking at another speed bike. This thing seen right next to me is called the J-Spire Ground Runner, which is this lovely thing over here. So this is a very simple yet elegant speeder bike to transport you from one place to another. It doesn't feature any guns, it doesn't have any kind of utilities other than atmospheric thrusters to scoot you around, and it is inspired by Star Wars. But because this thing does not have any utility on there, there are plenty of places for you to upgrade this thing with stuff that you need. What I've done right next to this is upgrade the one with a couple gatling guns, just to show you how well this thing could work. So over here, as you can see, I've replaced two spotlights that sit below the atmospheric thrusters, and instead placed some gatling guns. They've been conveyed up, they come all the way around towards the back of the vehicle. So down to here, I've just made them come all the way across thanks to the T-junction conveyors, then it comes across some cargo containers which I added on. And of course, in front of those conveyors are some reactors, give this thing a nice bit of power. So that's one way you can get around adding guns on this if you wanted to, but if you don't want to have guns on here, you can easily just remove the guns, remove this conveyor system, and simply attach on some Texas antennas in a similar fashion. But anyway, back over to this, going like so, pressing F10, finding the spawn menu, the J-Spire Ground Runner is 74 small blocks, using the Sparks to the Future, Warfare 2, Wasteland, and Automaton's DLC packs. We see here that it's a Star Wars-ish design, and it's been shaped like a crescent moon. And we're going to give this thing a thumbs up, here we go, all around towards the very front. But we're going to look around the outside, drive around for a bit, then I'll be able to just slam it into the ground, or onto a mountainside, because there's not too much else we can do with this thing. Make my character bugger off just a little bit, there we go. And this is what we get for the very front of the J-Spire Ground Runner. So right in the very middle, what we can see is an atmospheric thruster to help slow this thing down, then we've got two more atmospheric thrusters to help boost this thing around. Right below the central one, we've then got some red steel blocks with a magnetic plate right below there to clamp ourselves down on. Then below the two other atmospheric thrusters, we've got spotlights to light up the darkness, which is the same section that we replaced the spotlights with the gatling guns. And then we move around onto the side, here we go. And there we are. So we've got some flat atmospheric thrusters for our left and right. Moving a bit closer over here, we've then got our saddle cockpit once again, drive this thing around. Dropping down and coming around to the back section, there it is, there's our atmospheric thruster to boost us around. And there is our reactor, which is how it connected up the conveyors, and ultimately cargo containers to fuel up those gatling guns. Come around towards the very back of this thing, there we are, that's all we can see. Moving down underneath this thing, not too much else to talk about, just a couple of flat atmospheric thrusters to give us off the ground. Then moving up and looking down, there we are, this fantastic look at the crescent design at the front. And yes, it would work very well for a racing vehicle if you want to race around, say, the Pertam racetrack, or even one of the other many racetracks on the workshop itself. As for that, that's that for the outside. All I've got to do now is grab hold of my character and drive this thing around, because there's no controls in this thing, because we've got nothing going on with it. So pressing P, lifting it all the way up, and then moving forwards, here we go. So yes, this thing is surprisingly fast, due to only having two atmospheric thrusters to boost it forwards, but we are going to be a little bit slower coming to a stop, to the point that we may want to do 180 to stop it a bit quicker. So we go moving forwards once again, all the way up, now doing a 180, and there we are, we stop a lot quicker. And of course moving left, and moving right, we've got a nice little speed of that, but once again that's a singular thruster for our left and right. Moving up, we should have a nice little speed because we've got 4 atmospheric thrusters. The moving down is going to be gravity based because we've got nothing to actually push us down. There we are. Then for the gyroscope controls, as we saw from the 180, moving this thing around, there's a slight hint of weight on here, so it's not too floaty, not too overly responsive. It's got a nice bit of meat on there, and it will turn around to where you want it to go without overextending itself and just missing the target that you're trying to aim at. But as for that, it's a very short and sweet video. I did like the design at the front here. You don't really see speeder bikes with this type of design. Usually they go very compact, very rectangle with their designs, so this thing did stand out from the crowd through the workshop. But anyway, that's that for this vehicle and all it has to offer. All we've got to do now is slam it into the mountainside, which we'll do right over here. So going along at maximum speed, which we are at 102 meters per second, and in about 10 seconds time, we'll just slam straight into it. So about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Not quite 10 seconds, but there we are. It looks like the saddle cockpit has survived and everything else got blown up. So we can salvage this if we want to. We could slap on 4 wheels on this and just drive it away. But yes, that is that for what this thing has to offer. There'll be a link to its description below to choose that and play around yourself. I'd recommend you do, as well as a link to the Skybox I'm currently using, as well as a link to the black hole that you see in the background, which has been featured in a few of my videos just lately. I'll be back with another video some point soon. Bye bye.